Hello, welcome to the Uncle Kelven podcast, episode 20. Episode 20. Hey, check this out. I didn't even have to look at that to tell that this was episode 20. I feel proud of myself.
I'm proud of myself.
I am your host, Uncle Kelven. Big Kelvin? Yeah. I'm gonna use those today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Remember to follow us at all social media sites, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, the Uncle Kelven podcast. And I made it simple. See, and people wonder why didn't you say TUKP? TUKP. Here's why I said TUKP. And now it makes sense. See, episode 20, it makes complete sense. Now, when you Google TUKP, the Uncle Kelven podcast pops up. You see that? I'm here to help you guys. That's what I do. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Y'all know I'm looking out for y'all. So, with that being said, I'm going to draw back on something I said last episode. See, I rarely ever do that. I rarely ever go back. But I'm going to draw back to something I said last episode about an individual. And like I said, once again, I will not say this person's name. But what I will say is that this roly-poly motherfucker needs to go ahead and keep his fucking mouth shut. After doing further research, I found out that's all he do is talk about motherfuckers bigger than him. And that's easy to be, is bigger than him. So once again, keep your roly-poly ass mouth shut, you turtle-looking bastard. Now, back to regular business. By the time you guys should be hearing this, you should have already subscribed to Plus 8 Entertainment on YouTube. We have episodes of How to Win Big at Blackjack. I'm giving you guys the secret. The secret. Okay, I got many years in this blackjack world, in this casino life, the stuff you see in the movies. You looking at Ocean's 12. You looking at Ocean's 13. You looking at all these oceans. But I lived that life, okay? You looking at Rounders. You looking at all these movies. I was there. You looking at Goodfellas. You looking at Casino. You looking at The Hangover. Shout out to all these movies. They should really give me some type of something for dropping them. For dropping their names. But you look at all these casino movies, and Kelvin was there. Big Kelvin was there. Uncle Kelvin was there. That's why I'm telling you guys, you go subscribe to the Plus 8 Entertainment on YouTube and follow the How to Win Big, B-I-G. We keep it big over here because one of the names is Big Kel. You know that. So we keep it B-I-G, big. How to Win Big at Blackjack. You go follow that. We're going to be giving out big secrets. So since we're talking about Blackjack, let's stay with casino stories, all right? I'm going to draw the curtain back even more. Let's pull the curtain back. Let's show them how they make the sausage.
Boss.
How they make the hot dogs. You like them hot dogs, don't you? We're going to show you how to make them hot dogs. All right? I'm going to give you guys a little something that most casinos do. I don't know if all. I could say all, but I don't want to, lump them all together. But most, they operate on a point system. I don't know if all jobs do a point system. I had jobs where, if you had an emergency or you couldn't come in, then damn it, you couldn't come in. They wouldn't pay you for not coming in, but they wouldn't issue a point system. Now, these places have points, and you have an accumulation of points before you are terminated. All right? Fired. Let's take, for example, one place I worked at. I think their point system was 16 and out. So you might be like, man, that's a lot. It all depends. If you call off, that's 1 point. Okay, we can understand that. All right, then, you got 16 call off. No. If you call off on a holiday, that's 2 points. So instead of it being 1 point, it might be 2 points. So you're like, damn, okay, then. So that's a bunch of holidays, okay. If you come late, no matter if you're 3 minutes or 2 minutes, depending on the manager. Some managers, I'm going to say this now. Some managers are dickheads. Well, complete dickheads. All right? You in the parking lot, you trying to get from behind customers and you trying to come in, you already on your last 14 and a half points. Now you get a half a point because you was behind somebody that was moving slow. And if you got a manager that's a dickhead, see, this is going to be that episode where I'm going to use words like dickhead. If you had a dickhead manager, they would go ahead and give you a half a point, knowing damn well, okay, then if you wake up and stub your toe and you 15 minutes late, you might as well not even come into work. So the point system thing is really, I guess it weeds out certain people, but then certain instances, it doesn't work out for other people. But it's a real funky situation. Even in the wintertime, they got winter times over here in Chicago. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Chicago. Yeah, by the time you guys hear this, I probably won't be in Chicago. So don't worry about trying to find me, you roly-poly bubble-eyed. Then again, I'll find you. I see where you going. All right, back to business. So in Chicago, the weather is so crazy where you can have 20 inches of snow and they still want you to come to work on time. Or they'll be like, we'll give you a grace period of 15, 20 minutes, not knowing that half of the casino is called off. They do stuff like that, you know what I mean? And that brings me to tipping. This is why I always say you should tip. Here goes. Like I said, I'm pulling the curtain back. I'm letting y'all see how they saw the woman in half. Her legs is down at the bottom, man. Those ain't her legs sticking out.
It's the show that magicians around the globe don't want you to see.
The average pay, I think, for a dealer in the United States is like $7.
What?
Average. Give or take 50 cents on either side. Like $7.
That nigga's tripping.
Right? That's below minimum wage anywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of them make tips. And at certain places, they pull their tips together. That means if they have a shift of, let's say, X amount of people, then they all pull it together and they all work a certain amount of hours and they average out all the money. See, that works out when you're dealing in certain situations where I had an example where I'm dealing to this guy and he's winning. He is winning, but he is not tipping me because he's already made it explain and made it known to me that he did not like black guys.
What's up, nigga?
Not that he was racist. He never said he was racist. He just said, you know what I mean? He just don't like black guys, you know. He ain't had no problem with me, and I didn't have a problem with him. He kept it real gentlemanly like when he lost, which was very few. He only lost very, very, very few hands. I think he maybe lost 1 or 2 hands. And he wouldn't tip me a dime. But the young lady that was following me was a young white girl. I'm not saying that to be racist or anything. I'm just stating the fact. So when the young white girl came to the table, he's losing, but he's tipping her $300, $400, $500, $600 a hand, $800 a hand. Right? When I come to the table, he doesn't tip. He's like, man, I'm glad you came back. She took all my money. But I tipped her some because he knew that we was all grouping it together, but he just didn't want to give it to the black guy. I understood, but maybe he didn't understand that we was going to all split that all night. So she's doing her job. I'm putting her on that track to make that money. She on that track to make that money. That's how I felt whenever I was at a place where we split all the tips. I didn't have to make anything. I could. I know how to hustle. See, that's what I mean. You have to tip. Dealers hustle. I'm pulling the curtain back. Nope. You can't stop me from telling the truth. Too late now. Too late. I'm telling everybody. Here goes. A good dealer knows how to hustle. What do you mean, how to hustle? Here's how to hustle. If you're playing blackjack with me, and I understand that you have no idea what you're doing, and you've only seen certain movies and everything, I will try to help you win.
Thank you.
If you win, you're supposed to then tip me. I will teach you the etiquette of the game and how not to be a jerk and an asshole. Then you're supposed to tip me. Simple. But if you're winning and I'm teaching you and you're not tipping me, now we have a problem. Because now you're taking my service for granted. Because remember, these bastards is only paying me $7 or something an hour. What the fuck? The average for them. I can't speak for everybody. I cannot. Remember, this is not for everybody. It's just about an average, in my opinion. Could be right, could be wrong. Could be right, though. So when you're dealing and you're playing, just take that into consideration. Now, there's places that where you get to keep your own tips. So that way, your own personality has to shine. And at that point, it becomes personality versus, hey, man, I like old girl, man. I like that black girl to be dealing, man. I ain't finna tip this white boy nothing, man. Fuck that shit, man. I'm waiting for old girl to come back over here with the tight pants on, man. But you been losing all night to her. Fuck that shit, man. You see how tight her pants is, man? Fuck this white boy, man. Nah, he might be winning with the white guy, but these are his words. It's not my words. He might be winning with the white guy and be losing to the black girl with the tight pants on with the big ass. That's my black guy accent too. That was my black guy impersonation. Maybe I could have used my own voice, but nah, I made him Southern. I was sort of thinking like Atlanta, because I've seen the Migos gamble, and that's sort of how they talk. So that's why, you know what I mean, you got to go ahead and tip until you get to a point to where you know you've lost everything on many occasions. That's when the dreaded, here it is, here's something that you guys didn't know. I'm putting you guys up on more game. I'm putting you guys up on more game. This is more than a million. I'm not going to say a million. This is a trillion, billion.
Billions and billions and trillions.
Bitcoins worth of game. A trillion Bitcoins worth of game. Here goes. You know you can get yourself self-evicted from a casino. Huh? What you mean, self-evicted? I'm finna explain to you. Self-evicted. All right? Maybe you only lost one time and you you maxed out all your credit cards and things of that nature. I can tell you an example. I know a buddy of mine. He wasn't really a buddy. He was just like a little goofy. So I'm not surprised it happened to him. He went to a strip club. It was a very fancy strip club, and he went there one night, and apparently he charged over $20,000 on his credit card. $20,000. So he had to go to court, you know what I mean, and get it taken off because, of course, you know, they had just played him like a trick. So he eventually got that off, but he was allowed to still come back there in the sense of a casino. Let's say, for instance, you max out 5 credit cards at $20,000 a piece. You wake up the next morning, you like, wow, you can't contest that loss. They got footage of you getting that cash out. Now, only way that you might be able, because some people have done it, and this is where self-eviction comes in, is once you lose a certain amount at the casino, you are allowed to go to the basically the casino board. These people are supposed to govern the casino. I don't know how closely they work together, but they go to you, you go to them, and you sign paperwork saying that you would like to be evicted from the property and trespass from the property. And if you ever decide to come back to the property, you agree to be arrested and fined. That's how serious they are when they say, hey, I don't want to make sure I don't come back to this motherfucker. Okay? Whatever, if you see me, call the police on me. Get me up out of here. You know what I mean? Do me a favor. Call the police on me. And I've seen people do this. And also, they have an incentives with the employees. This is where snitching come in. Where they have an incentive with the employees where if you spot one of them, because they'll give you a list. These are the people that's like self-evicted, and like certain employees that was really about that snitch life. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know the ones who used to go to the office and look at all the self-evictions every day, hoping that you can come up. Cause I guess they give you a couple bucks, what, 300, something like that, and they give you a pat on the back like, way to be a good little cop. Don't you ever fuck up, because we already know what type of person you is. So, you do the self-eviction thing. And I knew a few people that got self-evicted, and it wasn't really no big deal to me. But here's the thing. You thinking, okay, then, I don't want to be around. If you see me, lock me up, and I don't want to go. People still go against their own words and decide to come back to the casino. People have come back to the casino, hit a jackpot, tried to cash it in, got arrested, couldn't keep the money, got up out the seat, tried to have somebody else sit in the seat. Camera saw him moving, they asked him for an ID, recognized who he was, got arrested, couldn't keep the money. Went to the tables, won some money, tried to cash it out, couldn't keep the money. So a lot of times they do this, which is maddening to me. I don't understand that part. If I had to, watch this segue. I'm getting good at this. Watch this. If I had to, I would give them this unsolicited advice. I told you, I'm in my bag. All right, I will give him this Uncle Kelven unsolicited advice. You should assign a person. If you're going to decide to go ahead and just self-evict, just assign a person. Get somebody that you know that can whoop your ass or fuck up some of your stuff, and have them govern you like, man, if you hear about me going to the casino, man, anything. And because you can only do it in certain states, but they should do that. So let's get ready, get into it. This is the part of the show that everybody loves. Make sure you hashtag TUKP advice. TUKPADVICE advice. TUKP advice. The Uncle Kelven podcast advice.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
We only got 4. We got 4. Well, that was 1, so I'd make it 5. So we're going to give you 4 extra. All right, here we go. Question 1. All right, this question is from Verette Kelly. The girl I like has a different religion than mine. Her parents are quite strict on her dating outside her religion. What should I do? All right, check this out. I don't know what type of religion she is. You know what I mean? Hey, let's get into it. You asked for it, I'm going to give it to you. Here you go. What type of religion she in that they don't want you around her because of the religion? Is it some type of cultish type stuff? You know what I mean? Is it, was it Catholic? I don't know all the different religions. I don't know. Is she Hebrew Israelite, Nation Islam? I don't know. What? You know what I mean? So maybe that might be the best case for you where you don't have to deal with it. Because they're going to try to get you in there and make you observe their God. So I'm going to keep it real with you. Ha! You probably thought I was going to joke. Nope. There you go. So whatever you believe in, keep believing in your stuff, man. Don't let them waver your God. I don't know what you might believe in. Maybe you don't believe in nothing. Keep believing in nothing more than they believe in something.
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
This is from Pos Spice. Is this Pos Spice?
Girl power.
This might be Post Spice. My boyfriend basically told me I'm ugly. Today, my boyfriend came to me and said he really doesn't like the way I look.
That's gonna be a fucking yikes for me. Holy shit.
Okay. Listen here, Post Spice. You should go ahead. He playing chess. He trying to play mental chess with you. He trying to hurt you with the verbal words. You can't let nobody words hurt you and affect you how you feel, that you feel about yourself. All right? So you go ahead and you got to play chess. So he hit you with the check, like check, you know what I mean? Bam. And then you got to hit him with another check. Well, you with me, though. So what that saying about you? And believe me, I don't care how you look. I don't care how you look. You can always get you another dude. A girl can always get herself another guy.
That's true.
A guy. Oh, man. Fellas, y'all might be out here on these sites doing some stuff y'all don't need to be doing. And we'll get into that on a later episode.
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
Last two questions. Last two. Here we go. This is my unsolicited advice for the post office on 63rd. This post office on 63rd in Chicago is quite famous for many reasons. You know what I mean? Many reasons. One of the reasons is that it is the place for the first mass murderer of the United States of America. What? What do you say? I say yes. That's what I say. Herman Webster Mugget, May 16th, 1861 to May 7th, 1896, better known as Dr. Henry Howard Holmes or H.H. Holmes. Serial killer. He confessed to 27 murders. Victims were killed in a mixed-use building, which he used to own in Chicago, which is located right there. That's the home of H.H. Holmes and the mass murderers that he had. They call it the murder castle. The murder castle. You can look that up. H.H. Holmes murder castle and the United States Post Office is both housed on the same ground. I say that to say because these people that work there are seriously possessed by the worst customer service spirits you could ever have in your life. I have been going to this post office for quite some time now, off and on, and I have yet to have great or good or adequate customer service from these people.
Don't interrupt. Rude.
So the other day I was there and I was just picking up some mail and I noticed that a package was waiting for me. I'm like, wow, I didn't order a package. So I get the receipt of the package. There's about 12 people in line with one window open. I understand it's COVID or maybe not COVID. I don't know. That's not my concern. But there was only one window open and I was picking up a package that was obviously back there. So I waved the little ticket. The lady came. Okay, whoever has packages, stand over here. I stand over there with another lady. We both give her our receipts. She goes back there. She comes back. She gives me a great big gigantic box. And she says, is this yours? And I look at the name. I'm like, nope, that's not mine. She was like, well, this is what they gave me. I'm like, well, that's not mine. And she was like, well, what is your box number? So I told her my box number. And she said, oh, okay then. Well, I don't know why they gave me this. I'm like, well, obviously, I don't know why they gave you this. I don't work here. But why are you giving it to me? Because she gave it to me. I said, whoa. What we're not going to do is we're not going to escalate this. I need to know if you guys are hiring for manager because I can come in here within less than 30 days. I can get this whole shift or at least this whole branch together within 30 days. How? Because I will come in and manage not to give a fuck. Because obviously somebody somewhat give a fuck, but I wouldn't give damn fucks. I would let y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all can come in up into killing people like H.H. Helms. Y'all could come in and do whatever. Y'all could barbecue in the back. Y'all can smoke weed. Y'all can do whatever because y'all basically don't care.
I don't
I've
give a
seen
fuck.
y'all in action. So that's my unsolicited advice. Get me as y'all manager. Then we all gonna get we gonna get a class action because they're gonna be like, how y'all find a whole branch over here? The whole building. And I'm gonna say, listen, I got it all planned out. Please, you guys get to me.
Uncle Kelvin's Unsolicited Advice.
Last question. This is a personal question. He told me I could use his name, but I'm not right now because this is still fresh. Remember the hashtag TUKP advice. You know what I mean? This is the last question. He told me I could use his name, but I'm not going to use his name. I'm just going to use his first initial. I'm going to call him D. All right, so here we go. He says, hey, man, check this out. This lying-stealing, manipulative motherfucker tried to make a fool out of me and cash out by making a video go viral at my expense. On top of leaking my Google Pixels and videos, editing them out of context, so I looked like a predator. Okay, I don't know what that means. Now, stranger have the audacity to provoke, harass, and call me out my name. My question was, okay, what's the video? Where's the link? I want to see it. I want to see the video. I'll be an honest judge, okay? He said, can't find it. Nobody is willing to share with me because I'm the weird dude, and they like, fuck him. They might as well be in on it. So he sends me it was a private text. I'm not going to get into the text, but it's him and a young lady. They were texting back and forth. I guess, they were dating or something. I don't know. That's the way it seems. This seems as though they had some type of dealings with, according to the text messages. I can only get one thing. That's one dimensional is a text message. Okay. So he's like, see, shorty was down. Okay. So now this video gets taken out of context in an attempt to cancel me. All right. Now here we go. Now here's a problem. Here's the things that I'm willing to bring him on here, and he could speak his truth. Here's what he said. Because allegedly, Charlemagne targeting the low-hanging fruit because he can't get to Kwame. And I'm definitely in the list. Then I get drugged on the internet at an unprecedented rate, a straight smear campaign, obviously. That's my ex-girl who's in the video and me texting of the screenshot. So I was like, how do you know that, Charlotte has something, Because people just throw out names. I don't know. I can't. Hey, listen. I fought a guy that knocked out Lennox Lewis, okay? I sparred with Oliver McCall.
Come on, Dad.
So I can't take nothing away from what nobody say, okay? So here we go. So, but I did ask, what? Charlotte after you, like, okay, that's who I'm putting money on it, either him or Bruno. I'm like, Bruno? Bruno, who? He's like, Mars. The fact of having produced Finesse and it being delivered to him by this kid, listening to Finesse is what inspired him to get into music. And on his way, he met Bruno Mars and played his catalog, asking with Finesse of my client back in the day, that's their son, or add as far as Charlemagne, because he pulling in everybody calling them allegedly heinous attacks. The video of me and my ex, you know what I mean, as you can see in the Exhibit A, but being out of context, I'm painted as a predator.
Come on, man.
All right.
What are we talking about?
So let's get into this. My man D, you know I got nothing but love for you, man.
Shout out to his family.
I got nothing but love for you, kid. You know that. So let's see the video. I'm gonna see the video. See what type of video we talking about. I don't know.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right, then. Okay, so let me get to my man D. All right, D. I see what you're saying, man. You got to come with some facts. You can't come with, now I understand somebody took some of yours and they try to manipulate it, whatever. When I'm putting out these podcasts or I'm putting out stuff, you know what I mean? You run the risk of somebody taking it and chopping it up and making it sound whatever. They can take what I'm saying from many an episode of podcast and chop it up, switch it up and flip it, and rub it down. Oh no! I am Kelven. I'm here to dick my man D. I told you. You like them hot dogs, don't you? So I don't know. I don't know what you said, because I got to look at it in whole. I can't look at it as like you said, in short details. Now, if he's profiting from your demise or trying to demise you, that's obviously wrong. Then you have to go ahead and defend yourself. The way you defend yourself is by truth. Now, if you're bringing into, let's say, the Bruno Mars finesse thing, okay? I know which song that you're talking about as far as Bruno's song. I remember you might have sent me that. I don't know, but everything else you got to see and work out. You know what I mean? So my advice to you is just wait and speak your truth. If you think somebody's trying to slander you, speak your truth. And like I say, I'm willing to let you come on here on this platform and defend yourself. You know that. All right? So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys listening in. I'm your host. Thank you very much. Peace, everybody. Peace. Thank you for listening. Bye.